Right, welcome back. Let's do question 2.3. The sketch below shows f and g, the graphs of f of x and g of x respectively. Points A and B lie on the graph G. The two graphs intersect at point C and D. Line B is drawn parallel to the y-axis with E on F. For what values of x is g of x greater than or equal to f of x? Right, in the previous video tutorials we found the value of a and q here, and then we found that g of x is equal to 2x minus 2, and then we also found that the x coordinate of c is negative 1 over 2, and then the x coordinate of d is 1. So we have to use that when answering this question. We want to find where g of x is greater than or equal to f of x. So where is g of x above f of x? So we have the point C here, and then the x coordinate is negative 1 over 2. And then we have point D here. The x coordinate is 1. We want to find where g is above f of x. Let's divide this into sections like this. And then we have this section here. Right. If we check this side from this line to the left, we can see that f of x is above g of x. This is f of x. This is g of x. So f of x is above g of x. So this is out. Remember that the y-axis is the asymptote. So we need to also to have that region there. Right. And then between the line x is equal to negative half and the asymptote x is equal to 0, then g is above f. You see that? G is above f. So that's the region we're looking for. And then we're saying that where g of x is greater than or equal to f of x. So it means negative half is included, but 0 cannot be included because it is the asymptote. So we want that region. So x is from negative 1 over 2. See, negative 1 over 2 is included, up to 0. 0 is not included. Okay. And then we come to this region here between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. Right, you can see that f is greater than g. F is above g. So we don't want that because one where g of x is greater than or equal to f of x. So where g is above f, so that one is out. And then from x is equal to 1 to the right, we can see that g is greater than, f. So that's what we want. That's the region we want. We want x is greater than or equal to 1. So 1 is included because at 1, when x is equal to 1, the graphs are equal. So it should be x greater than or equal to 1. So you can use also interval notation and then say x element of negative 1 over 2 included. We use the square bracket. Up to 0 not included, we use the round bracket, or 1 included, so we use the square bracket, to infinity.